What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing this evening? I am good. I am good. Just chilling and just, you know, probably like you, taking in all of this craziness that's going on in our world today, better known as the illusion, this simulation, right? Just taking in all of it. Yeah, we're going to talk about Diddy is on the run, y'all. He is fleeing the country. Oh, my goodness. This is the end times. Yes, indeed. This is the time for the great reveal. I mean, everything is going to be revealed. What was done in the dark shall come to the what? The light. Yes. Uh, and he, Diddy didn't even try to get the children. He got caught up in the mix. Did he? He didn't even try to get them boys. He done got caught up in the sex trafficking game, the foolishness. He left them. Maybe he is on the run. He done got in his private jet and he is out. They even saying Russell Simmons is moving around and he wasn't even, he wasn't even in country. They say Russell Simmons moving around, y'all. He trying to get out the way. Russell, he been trying to get out the way a long time ago when he knew that it was coming for him. He sold all his stuff. He tried to get up out of this country, go to a country where they can't be expedited, baby. What was done in the dark, it shall come to the light. This is the great reveal, honey. All of these stars and all these wicked people, all of their dirt and sin shall be revealed. Yes, indeed. So I was just like, dang, just listening to it and seeing, I mean, gosh, all the money that this man had, that didn't make him happy. That just goes to show you money don't make you happy. Success doesn't bring you that necessary joy. You know, I was on some platforms just listening, not chiming in, just pretty much wanted to hear what people were saying. And this is the kicker that I've always heard, eh, basically men say this regarding celebrities when women, you know, uh, state their allegations against celebrities as far as grape, you know, otherwise known as rape, right? You hear women, they state their allegations, what happened, and first thing out of a lot of these men's mouths is, what in the world would a celebrity want to rape you? Why in the, he could have any woman in the world. Why would he want to rape you? And dismiss whomever is bringing forth the allegations, right? Because it's just, this man's a billionaire. Damn near. Why would he want to sexually assault you? Who are you? Right? He can have any woman in the world. That's what they know. They know that already, foolish men. They know they can have any one of them women that's sitting outside they locker room, they hotel room. They don't want those particular women per se. They want the women that they know that probably will say no. That's what you don't get. That's what you don't get. And don't, please don't let the girl be unattractive. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If she's not attractive, well, my gosh. That just po thing, that'll just put the icing on the cake for her. She's just serve her right on up because she ain't gonna be believed, right? Mm-mm. So we gonna go to the reports of earlier Monday morning when Diddy's home was raided. That's right, raided, and they got the boys, his boys in cuffs. We're gonna go to reports. Let's see. Let me pull this up real quick so we can hear this. We can go to CNN, see what's happening. All right. This investigation.
Yeah, Wolf, a very significant development here, seeing this law enforcement action taking place. I'll point out, just to be clear at the outset, we don't know that Sean Diddy Combs himself is the subject or target of a federal investigation. So it's just worth pointing that out at this hour. But what we do know is that two properties associated with him, we saw the feds descend on those properties. We saw in aerial footage federal agents both here in the Los Angeles area as well as in Miami at those residences. Now, the Department of Homeland Security, their what's called HSI, Homeland Security Investigations, gave CNN a statement. I'll read you part of that when asked.
These folks got military trucks outside Diddy House.
HSI New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation.
Cartel.
HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. That is it, confirming that they are conducting what they're deeming law enforcement action, which could indicate search warrants being conducted there, could indicate arrests being conducted. We just don't know at this hour specifically what that law enforcement action is. It is worth pointing out, though, that Combs himself obviously has faced significant legal woes in recent months. I'll give you just the highlights of what actually occurred in November. He was sued for rape and abuse by a former partner. That lawsuit was then settled very quickly, but in December, he faced sexual assault allegations in a complaint filed in the Southern District of New York. The suit was brought by a woman referred to as Jane Doe, who said that she was 17 at the time when these allegations took place. And back in 2003, he was accused of sex trafficking and gang rape, among other allegations, also in that suit naming two of his associates. Of course, Combs denied any wrongdoing there. And then just last month, a former employee of Combs filed a suit also in the state of New York, accusing him of sexual assault, of sexual harassment, and, quote, grooming. That former employee stated that he had worked for Combs between 2022 and 2023.
You heard that?
Those allegations, this former employee, a male employee, said that Combs did not compensate him for his music production work and forced him to procure and interact with sex workers, threatened him with serving alcoholic beverages laced with drugs to guests at parties at Combs' home.
This was a deviant.
His son, Justin Combs, was also accused of soliciting prostitutes and underage girls at his father's homes. Again, the Combs have denied any wrongdoing. Just a series of allegations.
If y'all don't know what lasciviousness is, this is lasciviousness showing itself at its finest. Okay? This Sean Diddy Combs probably coming through in his earlier years, probably had a little lust in his heart. But lust is never satisfied. This is lasciviousness. This is when you go down the deepest, darkest, nastiest rabbit hole you can go down. And lust is holding your hand, and he's going to tell you, this is my partner, lasciviousness. This is the one who wants golden showers and poop showers and wants to essay little kids and sex trap. This is lasciviousness. And lasciviousness is worse than lust. Let's continue.
That we've seen taking place. Final point, Wolf, I'll note is that while we don't know the specific allegations or why the feds are at these residences, it is worth pointing out the agency that is conducting.
Let me tell you why. You don't know why, CNN? Let me tell you why. Because all that evidence Cassie turned in. That's why they there. All that evidence. And then Clyde Davis turned in evidence too. Clyde say, not today, partner. I know I probably buck broke you when you first came into the business. But them videos you sent me, we chuckled about, look at her. We drugged her, we done raped her. She don't know all these men done raped her. Look at it. We got it on tape. Clyde turned all that in. Clyde said, I'm too old to go to the pen. Here you go. He gave up these niggers. Because that's all they see you as is they're not even the niggers. You know, the lowest of the low, but they keep you around. I told you. I'm not going to get off track. Let's continue.
The FBI, it's not the DEA or the ATF. This is HSI, Homeland Security Investigations. For those unfamiliar, this is an agency that has long been the forefront, specifically at human trafficking investigations. So, although we don't have the specifics yet, we're starting to.
Let me pump my brakes real quick. I ain't too swell on the FBI, CIA, and none of them because they involved in too. They gonna get the hammer set on them too. Yes, y'all are. Everything must be revealed. Disclosure. Why you think Putin over there talking about the people of the Bible is black? Disclosure, full disclosure must come out. We are at the end for a new cycle. Let's go.
Just based on which agency has the lead, the direction this might go. But again, we don't yet know that Combs himself was the target of the investigation. Well, we do know that at this hour that federal agents were at two of his homes, both here in Los Angeles and in Florida, Wolf.
Yeah, important points. Joey Jackson, now let me repeat, we don't know Sean Diddy Combs himself is under investigation, but clearly, Joey, it's not good for your home.
Why these folks love to act like brand new? We don't know. Why the feds at your house with tanks? At both of your mansions, you don't know. Just say it. It seems to me that something wasn't right when they analyzed the evidence that Cassie and other people of subjects that might be questionable turned in. That's why they was at his residence, both of them. This man he wasn't a cartel. He probably was worse than a cartel, But hey, we didn't know it till now. But y'all men, well, let me tell you this. They after the black man, they trying to take. No, y'all got some devils in y'all midst. Open your eyes, you got the devils in your midst. Stop protecting these creatures. You got devils in your midst.
Are actually being raided.
No, it's not, Wolf. And I think, whatever conclusions can be drawn remain to be seen, right? There's not an indictment that we're talking about. That means that we're not speaking of a grand jury having rendered a conclusion, not as to guilt. That's not what grand jurors do, but as to reason to believe that a crime was committed and he committed them. Having said that, whenever you have a raid and an investigation, these things need to be really...
First of all, whenever you, and I'm saying this before he even said, before you have a raid, you have to have a warrant just to go to serve, to go look in somebody. This is a whole freaking raid. I'm talking about trucks, armored tankers. Okay, look like they got National Guard out here. This is a full-on raid for two big old mansions. You tell me, we just going to say hello? Maybe can we get some tea? Have a little tea party? Boy, stop.
Right, the precursor for this to happen would be some probable cause. What is
probable cause?
We don't know. Mm-hmm. But let's go
back
to what Josh Campbell talked about, which are those various lawsuits.
Know.
Now, lawsuits are civil actions in nature. They're not criminal at all. But what they do is they give authorities some guidelines.
And let me clarify once again. He's talking about this civil action that Cassidy went through. See, I hear these, it just irks me. Just black men so hurt and broke down, ain't went and got no help for their mental status. They out here stabbing up children. And then they got black men talking about, well, look at him. It's mama fault. He went and stabbed that little young girl, the twin sister. It's stupid stuff. Because they can't just face the facts. You got issues, black men. You got issues. It's this probable cause. They ain't just there to have no tea party at Diddy's, both of these mansions. They want the rest of the doggone evidence. And it must have been sick and disgusting from the little bit Cassie showed from her civil suit. They talking about, well, why didn't he go to jail? Because you're ignorant. You don't even know the difference between a civil suit and a criminal lawsuit. She couldn't get him with the criminal lawsuit because of statute of limitation. Y'all say, I go by the statistics. Shut up, you wannabe Kevin Samuels, and he ain't even had the right statistics. Civil lawsuits and criminal lawsuits is totally different animals. Let's go.
Respect to alleged conduct that was engaged in with regard to who it was engaged in, what activities there were, what it involved. And so that, if there's an investigation, could serve as a source of plentiful information. That information could be further investigated, right, by certainly this Homeland Security Agency.
Let me say something. Let me say something, iHeartMedia. You better hope and pray I don't get a chance to go to court, because y'all blocked every avenue for me to take you to court. You better hope and pray somebody else don't have the opportunity to get y'all at the cojones, because I'm jumping on that doggone bandwagon so y'all can be brought to the light. That's my quick PSA.
They can work with their local law enforcement partners. What does that mean? It means that they, collectively, law enforcement, try to determine whether there's reason to believe that crimes were committed, and were those crimes carried out and associated in any way we don't know, with Sean Combs. And so that remains to be seen. But before authorities can get into the home or property of anyone, you have to establish some firm basis to do that. And that is what at least we can conclude, that they had reason to believe that there were crimes involving sex trafficking.
Of course.
And that
you ain't bringing all them tanks and trucks with
information with respect to the specifics. And I think they would be looking for computer devices and other devices which would seem to
hidden cameras,
information as to whether there was any criminality very early in the process. But certainly we know that these have been carried out, and we'll see what, if any, information is gleaned to be suggestive of any criminality.
Very interesting. Josh, let me get back to you. You know the FBI very well. Under what circumstances would raids like these be conducted?
Well, this would require, if it is indeed a search that's being conducted, it would require federal officers, in this case with Homeland Security investigations, going to a judge and seeking a warrant indicating that we believe that evidence of a crime could be located in these residences. And then this third party, an independent judge, has to approve that warrant. And then you see take place what's happening now on our screen. I particularly want to focus on, you see that
big old truck,
RV-looking vehicle there. This is
Army truck.
Command post that federal agencies will send whenever they're going to be somewhere
for a long time.
Look at these residences. We're talking about very large estates. And so, as Joey was mentioning, something as simple as a thumb drive or anywhere where electronic media could be stored.
And it's so funny. These stupid buffoons out here get all this stuff stored and shared through these phones and think, oh, I'm just going to delete it. I'm just going to wipe it clean. You are a buffoon. These folks can pull up stuff that you thought you cleared out on these computers. I'm just going to delete my history and go take it down to the shop. Have one of these geeks just swipe my computer. Okay. That's why they're going to have y'all ask every single time. Silly rabbits, tricks of a kid.
Authorities can search that residence top to bottom, looking for any type of device, any type of storage mechanism that fits within the four corners of that search warrant. Now, again, I'll caution, we don't know specifically why they were there. It does tell us, I think, that just because you see that large posture of all of these federal vehicles that are there, including this mobile command post, this is likely not something as simple as an arrest where you show up and you find a person that you're seeking, but likely more along the lines of a search warrant, which falls
They're looking for them electronic devices, baby.
Enforcement actions. That's something that we often hear from federal agents as a euphemism for conducting some type of search. Again, both of these residences, both where I am here in LA, it's just a few miles here from the CNN LA Bureau where this search is taking place. Also in Miami, you see this large cadre of federal agencies descending on those homes. Again, the big question now, what are they looking for? We're waiting for specifics on that.
You know what they looking for, partner? The sick, disgusting shows he was caught filming.
How unusual is that?
So it's not unusual. I mean, I think that what law enforcement does is certainly they want to be protective of themselves, potentially to deter any type of activity that could occur.
He was not going to go out like no gangster. He running like the punk he is.
Literally, but armed with respect to a warrant, that would suggest that they have reason to be there.
Let me tell you something. We know Diddy wasn't gonna go out like no gangster. He probably got Scarface stuff. All because all these wannabe gangsters got Scarface. Let me say hello to my little friend. He got all these dang old mansions. He wasn't standing on top of them stairs like Scarface in the end when Scarface went out like a champ. Say hello to my little friend. Nah, these punk men that walk around here thinking they hard and ain't nothing but weak little boys running. He on the run now. He ain't Scarface. He ain't no cartel. He a wannabe.
That there's criminality that will be afoot potentially. They go, law enforcement does, and they make sure that the area is secure such that they can get any information from that warrant so that they can continue to investigate. Very important to note, Wolf, that these are investigative stages. Warrants are typical in any type of investigation, right? This is the United States of America. Everyone has rights, but you don't get to someone's home without establishing that there may be some what we call indicia of criminality. They now, law enforcement, will evaluate whatever they find in connection with this search. And if that search bears fruit with respect to any potential criminality on any devices,
let me say something. Let me segue just for a quick commercial break. This goes out to you, all you gang stalkers. Y'all better be paying attention. Y'all heads coming next. Y'all heads gonna be next to roll. Yes, indeed. Y'all are the pawns on the game of the chessboard. Y'all heads gonna be next to roll. All your little phones and gizmos and gazmos you been using. Taking pictures, thinking, oh, take it, get it and take it within this app so it won't be on your phone. But they done told y'all all kind of crazy stuff, I'm sure, huh? Y'all think y'all I Spy, Private Eye, giggling and cackling, getting that little pension, little paycheck y'all be getting. y'all, I know y'all feel the crunch. Y'all feel the crunch of all them immigrants coming in, taking y'all little position. Y'all gonna be next. Y'all gonna be next. The new chain gang coming for you. The new chain, let me say, the new chain gang coming for you. You doggone low-life scums.
Any, thumb drives or anything else, then they will connect the dots, and if it's appropriate, they'll move to the next level, and that could lead to something more serious. Again, all speculation at this point, but we know now that they certainly had enough information to be in California and Miami. What stems from that remains to be seen.
All right, Joey Jackson, Josh Campbell, to both of you, thank you very, very much.
They coming for you, Diddy. Diddy on the run, y'all. Diddy done gassed up his doggone private jet, and he done bounced. He done bounced a little too late, though. He trying to run like doggone Russell Simmons. And Russell Simmons seen what was going on over here in the United States, and he was comfortable. He done started shuffling around. And he was over in a country where you can't be extradited. But let me tell you something. What I heard on one of these doggone platforms today when I was listening. Just like we know as targeted individuals, them black ops, some special forces, when they want you, baby, they want you. They coming into the country and getting you. Okay? They don't care about no extraditing. You think the United, it ain't no the United States, the Corporation of America care about an expedition, a law, a country they think is a peon anyway? No, baby, they send them black choppers in and get who the hell they want to get when they want to get them. Right? When they went and killed that innocent man known as Bin Laden. Y'all remember that? Oh. Now y'all gonna say, oh, I'm against. No, they killed the innocent man called Bin Laden. Lied on his country, said they had weapons of mass destruction over there. Them folks was like little kids throwing rocks. You gonna be like that too. Can't you see it coming? Defending your own homeland. You gonna be trying to defend your own apartment. Then you gonna see how Bin Laden and them feel over there in them other countries trying to defend their own land. But I decide, you see, I can go on a tangent. Let me calm down. Yep. They done raided his homes. One in Miami, one in Florida. Florida and California. Diddy is on the run, y'all. I didn't think I would go see the. I thought, I didn't know it was gonna get this far. This man, he done gassed up the private jet. Okay, I thought Diddy had sold his jet back in the day because he was flying economy. Because he was talking about the jet fuel was costing too much. I didn't know he had. Have y'all seen Diddy's jet? That thing is laid. Okay, he done gassed up that private jet and bounced. But he can't run too far. He can't run too far. They coming for you, Diddy. They gotta make an example out of you, and they love making examples out of you niggers. Mm-hmm. I heard on one panel. Well, look at Trump. Why they didn't do that to Trump? He raped somebody, and he mishandled money, and he because you ain't in the you are still in the land of your captivity. That's why. They always gonna make a example out of you brown fellas. And you sit up here and you get up to a particular point in life where it can be on these social media platforms thinking because you got a platform, you doing it big. These folks come after you, they coming after you hard. They don't care. But they say Diddy's in where? Really? Wow. Well, I don't know if he's gonna be there too long. They coming for him. They coming for him. They gonna send special forces out to get Diddy. They got to hang their last little boys on these trees, you see? Because their time is up. They got to hang these boys, because that's all y'all are to them is boys. While y'all sitting here fighting against a black woman. The black woman did the black woman. Watch, I guarantee you go on somebody's platform, red pill platform. They holler about the black woman instead of talking about what the hell Diddy done did. Ruin his own dang on career. Because he fell into lasciviousness. Ruined his own career. How you do that? How you do? Woo, these homes is beautiful. You mean sex had you by the nuts that hard? How you do that? That's incredible. And then you so sick in the mind. I'm telling you, these demons is nothing to play with. I got another show for you. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight. No, what time is it? Nah, it'll probably be an early morning special. I got something to show you. Y'all always talk, and there ain't no demon. The demons are the people. We know the demons is people. We know demons reside in people. We ain't talking about, when we say demons, we ain't talking about folks walking around in Halloween costumes. Looking like the Booger Man. We talking about the real Booger Man. That lasciviousness demon, you let that beast get on you, you gonna wish, you gonna be crying for your damn black mama. That's what you're gonna be doing, because that's probably what he's doing right now. He probably was on his plane, sucking his thumb. That's right. That doggone pride come before that doggone fall, that doggone destruction. He probably on that plane curled up in the fetal position, crying. All that work. Your legacy is trash. Your legacy is trash, Diddy. I'm telling you, black men, y'all need to learn how to control that little one-head monster between y'all legs. Y'all thinks that I can have this woman, that woman, and I'ma treat them, and I'ma turn, and I'ma lead them. You can't lead that little one-head monster in between your legs. Now Diddy on the run. He let that monster turn into a beast of a burden. I just look at these beautiful homes and like, why? We can hardly make it out the ghetto. Why did it? Why? Because of some sex? Are you serious? Are you serious? Yeah, because that beast, lasciviousness, that thing there will take you out. And y'all sit around here, and I know women, have these issues with lust and things of this nature because they getting caught up too. All these teachers getting, you know, arrested in these schools and stuff, having babies by 14-year-olds. So it ain't a one-way a show here. I'm just talking regarding the men because I'm on Diddy tonight. I can't believe Diddy let himself go down like that. This nigga on the run got us looking bad again. He another damn OJ, but this time he done took to the air. Shoot. Y'all remember OJ? He was all the news. They was following that white Bronco down the highway. We was black folks. I remember we just was so sleep. We was cheering, go OJ. Run, OJ, run. He didn't kill that white woman. Run, OJ. That's when I was still asleep thinking a black man had a chance. He ain't got a chance unless he got Yahweh in his heart. For real, for real. I don't put nothing past none of them. They out here struggling with demons. And they want to make light of the situation. I'm going to show y'all a program. Y'all need to tune in tomorrow. We always talking about predictive programming. We always hollering about the movie showing you this. What they put on the doggone news. They getting you ready for something. They getting ready to program you. They getting ready for disclosure. Because they got to tell you something before they do it. Don't we all say that? Haven't we all said that? On all these doggone platforms, you heard that, especially if you're over here on this targeted individuals side of the network. You done heard it. And now, it's starting to spread out, other people. They don't want to say targeted or conspiracy theory. They still want to they got a couple of pinky toes, a pinky toe and a couple of other toes over into the other side of the pond, trying to act like they, like they ain't crazy because, they don't want that crazy label on them. So they still over there with the brainwashed individuals. But still want to come over here and peep out and learn about what's really going down and act like they got some common sense. Because common sense ain't doggone common, I'm trying to tell you. And being woke spiritually is a beast of a burden itself. I'm trying to tell these knucklehead people that it's more than people walking around here in Halloween costumes, and we not calling them demons and devils. We done seen real demons and devils. And these folks, that's why I couldn't get down with the church. I'm going to church and I'm telling folks, been in the church up 10 years. These demons is real. How you believe in Yahweh and you don't believe in demons? How you gonna sit and preach and talk about, you using it as a doggone trophy. You using it as a come up. You don't believe doodle stink. We ain't talking about no Halloween costume. People walking around here in a dang on costume on the Hollywood Walk of Fame with their little gremlin costume on. They don't won the Oscars for the gremlin. We ain't talking about that. We talking about real doggone demons. You think these people done put billions of dollars in these kaleidoscopes known as CERN, so they can have people walking around in Halloween costumes talking about boogity boogity boo? You fools. What Diddy is wrestling with is a real doggone beast of a demon called lasciviousness. and has ruined his whole life. He ain't wrestling with no little person in a costume talking about boogity, 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 boo. I'm going to scare you. These demons is real. I got a show for y'all tomorrow. But you gonna hear these men, especially on these red pill platforms, they still exist. I'll be glad when they get wiped off the map. It's not Diddy's fault. They tried it. They tried to take down the black man. The black man, he the most hated. No, you make yourself hated. As if the black woman ain't had to be hated too. Hey, we just been ice skating out here. No, you make yourself hated. Now nobody, you got everybody scared of you. Even a black woman don't want to deal with you because your mind gone. You just walk out the street and somebody say, no, I don't want to talk to you. Stab. You stabbing up folk. Then you get other people, the other black men on panel. They gonna blame this little black boy for stabbing this girl, and it's not his fault. What is wrong with you? Put you in the psych ward too. That's probably why you got these little boys stabbing up folk, because they don't know how to understand no. And so they wrestle with demons. Y'all gonna learn the doggone day. Y'all gonna learn today. We're gonna run back this report real quick before we get out of here. Y'all gonna learn today. These demons come to kill, steal, and destroy. And they are on the destroying side for Diddy right now. Oh, but I hope and pray somebody, one of these chicks come out through iHeart. Because I know y'all out there. And you know I know you're out there. I done reached out to one or two of y'all. But y'all was scared. And I understand. Y'all even flew. Y'all fled the country. I understand, no. But I hope one of y'all get the balls to. Woo! I'm with you. Even if I can't even get a piece of the pie. They all need to come down, these devils. Thinking they slick, thinking they have their little slick secret societies and codes and we are in the age of Aquarius. This is the dawn. No, we are in, honey. Let's listen to this. They falling like chips.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs. Let's bring in CNN security correspondent Josh Campbell and CNN legal analyst Joey Jackson. Josh, let me start with you. What do these raids by federal agents in multiple locations tell you about the seriousness of this investigation?
Yeah, Wolf, a very significant development here, seeing this law enforcement action taking place. I'll point out, just to be clear at the outset, we don't know that Sean Diddy Combs himself is the subject or target of a federal investigation. So it's just worth pointing that out at this hour. But what we do know is that two properties associated with him, we saw the feds descend on those properties. We saw in aerial footage federal agents both here in the Los Angeles area as well as in Miami at those residences. Now, the Department of Homeland Security, their what's called HSI, Homeland Security Investigations, gave
and they, you know,
part of.
Let me chime in. I just got to chime in on this because I'm looking at these properties, and these are beautiful mansions, beautiful, gorgeous landscapes. And you hear these men on social media, oh, we can have multiple women. Y'all, I believe they transform your mind. Okay, y'all just don't know how many spirits y'all be juggling around. Y'all ain't cast out not one spirit out of women. Y'all always talking about women, the weaker vessel, women this and women that, and we the leaders. And y'all ain't cast out y'all spirits and y'all ain't even cast out the spirits and all these women y'all want to enter into. Y'all just mixing around a slosh of spirits. and then want to play the blame game. Want pity for you. Want sorrow for you. No. You need to take responsibility. And Diddy need to take responsibility for this. Because this is on him. I don't want to hear you black men. Oh, it's the government. They try to come for another black man. They came for. I'm going to tell y'all. I met dog. These men ain't all that they cracked up to be. People put on facades. I met Russell Simmons. He said something so slick to me. I had to go and get his assist. I said, wait a minute, because it confused me. I said, I know I didn't hear what I just heard. I know this man didn't push up on me like I just heard. Excuse me, miss. Come on, step over here. Explain that again? I was so pissed. I stood right there. She went back on that dog. She went over there. Russell, He went, don't tell her this. I had to go to the radio station. I'm asking other people. I'm delusional. Like I ain't hear what I heard. Everybody, yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, oh, wow. But y'all still starstruck. But y'all act like y'all not. Y'all act like y'all so awoke. Y'all still starstruck. Yes, you are. From basketball players to everybody else. These folks got demons and say the slickest, dirtiest, low down and stuff to people. And if it's a black woman, you don't believe her simply because she black. And don't be a chocolate sister. But then you turn around, I'm talking to these black men, because I know I'm going to hear it on these doggone internet streets. Oh, the black man is being attacked. They got Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was doing stuff in a land that it's not here. He wasn't set up for this land. Then they always went, well, why they didn't get this white man? He did the same or worse because this is his time to reign. You got these brothers out here, get a little money, get a little fame, get a little status, and they think it's time for them to reign. Tell you, go get all the women you want. Mess over them, drug them. You ain't hear all this backlash when rappers was talking about dropping mollies and whatever in women's drinks. Oh, but let Carly B talk about she was dropping and raping and setting up men. Oh, it's a problem. It was a problem. Why is the problem now? And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not right. Because you don't care about your black women or your Puerto Rican women, but you sure don't care about the black women. And you quick. It's the system. No, it's you. It's you. You get a little status and get beside yourself. And talk about you gonna lead somebody. Where to hell? Where you gonna lead us to? Straight to the pits of hell? No, past hell. We going to shield following behind you. And your dirty, dusted tally. And get boasted up. Oh, you should see some of these folks after Putin and dropped the ball. He done let it out. On the world stage. Yeah, they all black. Everybody in the Bible black. They all caramel, chocolate drops. All of them in the Bible. Yes, we are the leaders. We are this. Well, go sit your rusty, dusty self down. Ain't y'all hollering about getting all the white women in the world? Go sit down, because that's not what's coming to this nation. My father is coming for destruction. And all the folks that did us wrong going into slavery. How about you tell them Edomites that? But you're not. Because you want them in your bedroom. You think they're going to be your bed wench. No, partner. they gonna be in the fields. Are you telling your people that? These men ain't gonna tell them that, because they still got the mindset of the world, but want to act like they got the mindset of royalty and kingdom to reign here in the new cycle to come. You not reigning in the new cycle. I'm just gonna let you know right now, because your mindset ain't there. You got the mindset of Diddy. You want all the women. You got lasciviousness on the brain. They all hype. Look, Putin done said it. We been knowing who we were. We've been waking up. We are the dry bones. But the new kingdom ain't set up for all this swirling, jungle fever. Sorry to tell you, partners. You're lying to your congregation, to your people, to your platform, because you hate yourself and you damn sure hate black women. But you're proud because Putin done said the black folks is all in the Bible. Now you're proud and your chest is out. No, you got lasciviousness all on your heart and all through your soul. And you want all the Edomites. In the words of Human Johnson, you want all the snow bunnies and the taco bunnies. That's what you want. And then sit there and try to be proud to be black. You ain't proud to be nothing. And that's why in the end it's going to be hard to find a righteous brother, because he going to snipe all these low life filled men with lasciviousness and lust. He can't even cast them demons out of y'all into no pigs, because you're full of it. You're not proud to be who you are. You're damn sure not proud to raise a black nation. So how are you going to sit and pump and beat on your chest about who is a leader? Have several seats. You are just like Diddy, on the run in your mind.
When asked about what this activity is, they say that earlier today, HSI New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. That is it, confirming that they are conducting what they're deeming law enforcement action, which could indicate search warrants being conducted there, could indicate arrests being conducted. We just don't know at this hour specifically what that law enforcement action is. It is worth pointing out, though, that Combs himself obviously has faced significant legal woes in recent months. I'll give you just a kind of the highlights of what actually occurred in November. He was sued for rape and abuse by a former partner. That lawsuit was then settled very quickly, but in December, he faced sexual assault allegations in a complaint filed in the Southern District of New York. The suit was brought by a woman referred to as Jane Doe, who said that she was 17 at the time when these allegations took place back in 2003. He was accused of sex trafficking and gang rape, among other allegations, also in that suit naming two of his associates. Of course, Combs denied any wrongdoing there. And then just last month, a former employee of Combs filed a suit also in the state of New York, accusing him of sexual assault,
Let me tell you something.
harassment, and, quote, grooming. That former employee.
All this that he's been doing, he set up. And in between all this is how this demon works. You know, I got folks accusing me of this and that. No, nigga. They ain't accusing you of it. You did it. You did it. That's how I can't even call him a narcissist. He is beyond. He is far too gone. And that's how some of these folks around here are. Far too doggone gone. Trying to set up they doggone play, because they know it's coming. They know it's gonna come out, because somebody gonna say something. It's time for the great reveal. What you do in the dark shall come to the light.
(2022 and 2023. Among those allegations, this former employee, a male employee, said that Combs did not compensate him for his music production work and forced him to procure and interact with sex workers, threatened him with serving alcoholic beverages laced with drugs to guests at parties at Combs' home. And then Combs' son, Justin Combs, was also accused of soliciting prostitutes and underage girls at his father's homes. Again, the Combs have denied any wrongdoing, but just a series of allegations that we've seen taking place. Final point, Wolf, I'll note is that while we don't know the specific allegations or why the feds are at these residences, it is worth pointing out the agency that is conducting this law enforcement activity. It's not the FBI, it's not the DEA or the ATF. This is HSI, Homeland Security Investigations. For those unfamiliar, this is an agency that has long been the forefront specifically at human trafficking investigations. So although we don't have the specifics yet, we're starting to we can glean just based on which agency has the lead, the direction this might go. But again, we don't yet know that Combs himself was the target of the investigation. Well, we do know that at this hour that federal agents were at two of his homes, both here in Los Angeles and in Florida.
And let me say something. Just how society is set up. Wait, hold on, y'all. Cause I'm laying down. Let me turn over here real quick. Tell y'all something, especially you men, because I'm pissed. I'm pissed looking at Diddy, because I met Diddy when he was in his early years. I thought he was going somewhere. I didn't know he was gonna turn out to be this damn monster. I'm just pissed. It's a lot of monsters out here. Our society, let me get my words right. You always hearing on these platforms, men want to be damn. Every man ain't a damn leader. Stop lying to these men. Every damn man ain't a leader. And every man in society in ancient times it's a privilege to have a woman. Let me say it again. It is a doggone privilege to have a doggone woman. Every man in ancient times didn't have a woman, didn't have the privilege to have no woman. This situation was set up like a doggone business deal, like you came to the boardroom. Nations was built together from kings and their daughters and their sons being brought together to fortify nations. It wasn't Rusty Dusty because he on the corner with a tally between his legs thinking he deserved a queen and thinking that he should have her bow down and go wash the dishes and cook and shut up. Are you crazy? Nations were built between alliances. Every rusty, dusty Negro that had a tally didn't deserve no woman of stature. Get that out your mind. Every man's a leader. You low-life wannabe leaders. That is not how it went down. These were business deals. Everybody didn't serve no coochie cat. You ain't have 5 cows, you was shit out of luck. You ain't have no land, you was SOL. Just because you had a tally and you was a man, what that's supposed to mean? Go to King David. Matter of fact, how you think King David became King David? What? Do I have to break it down again for y'all? Because y'all seem to only think with y'all tallywhackers, thinking every rusty, dusty Negro deserves a woman of stature. Why did King David go and defeat Goliath as a boy? As a boy. Huh? When everybody else was scared. And they tried. All them rusties came out and some of them soldiers was shaking in their boots because that was a giant out there. A Nephilim. Walking around, stomping on folk. People ain't have a chance to defeat him. The king said, look here. I have a beautiful daughter. I was reserving her for another alliance or somewhere with another kingdom. But look, this Nephilim is out in the yard, stomping down folks like it ain't like they Tic Tacs. Who will fight this Nephilim? Goliath is his name. Oh, well, I think they calling me back at the barn. I got to pull duty next week. Cowards, every rusty dusty on the field. Dang, the king. Nobody will fight Goliath. Y'all think David just wanted to fight Goliath? Huh? Every rusty dusty Negro gets just because he's born with a tally don't deserve no cootie cat. That king had to say, my beautiful daughter will be your bride. Dad, what? Did we forget that part? No, we always have to. King David had all these wives, and he can have wives, so I can have wives. No! He was married into the kingdom because he was offered that as a prize. I know you hate it. I know the truth hurts. It burns your ears. David didn't just come waltzing up with his 3 little smooth stones and his little satchel, slingshot, and say, oh, it's a big-ass Nephilim giant here. I'll kill the Nephilim. No, what's going on? Can I have the opportunity to kill the giant and win the prize of your daughter? It was a business deal. This was a huge business deal. The prize was the daughter. Silly rabbits, tricks are for kids. Every rusty dusty, they got a tallywhacker, don't deserve no cootie cat. And they ain't all leaders. Stop telling these lies to these men. That's why you got men on the corner stabbing up little girls. Because they didn't think they deserved her. And they don't. In the kingdoms, everybody didn't just get to the cream of the crop. And now we're here in this kingdom of slush with everybody thinking they're a leader and they deserve the cream of the crop of a woman. When half of these rusties and dusties can't put half of the women they want, that they desire, because they want the best of the best. You better believe it. And they can't put them in a house because they ain't got a house of their own. They'll have several seats. So you turn out these people and they become lascivious. Their minds get warped because they really think they deserve, because you got people on these platforms telling men that ain't accomplished nothing, ain't tried to do nothing, that they are leaders. And that's a lie. Straight from the pits of Sheol. They are not all leaders. If that was the case, you wouldn't have no armies. Silly rabbits. There's a structure when you have an army. How are they all leaders? You got privates. You got sergeants. You got lieutenants. You got generals. How are they all leaders? The privates have to listen to the sergeants. The sergeants have to listen to the lieutenants. The lieutenants have to listen to the orders of the generals. And so on and so forth. The highest of the army is your president. Y'all need to get it together. Putting all these false hopes in these men. You need to tell them they need to earn the rights to have a woman. What have they done lately? What do they have to offer? Not just because they got a talent between their legs and they a black man. Are you crazy? That is not how the kingdom was set up, and that's not how its transactions went down. You got men out here pimping women, talking about they don't need no marriage license because that's not how it was in the kingdom. But you still in Rome. You still got to have a driver's license to go down the street. You ain't sovereign. You still got to show your birth certificate to fill out certain paperwork. But you gonna tell these women, oh baby, we don't need no paperwork. Cause you're pimping, you're hustling. Lasciviousness is on the loose out here. And Diddy is falling into his own lasciviousness.
Joey Jackson, now let me repeat, we don't know if Sean Diddy Combs himself is under investigation, but clearly, Joey, it's not good if your homes are actually being raided.
No, it's not, Wolf. And I think, whatever conclusions can be drawn remain to be seen, right? There's not an indictment that we're talking about. That means that we're not speaking of a grand jury having rendered a conclusion, not as to guilt, that's not what grand jurors do, but as to reason to believe that a crime was committed and he committed them. Having said that, whenever you have a raid and an investigation, these things need to be really predicated upon, right? The precursor for this to happen would be some probable cause. What is that probable cause? We don't know. But let's go back to what Josh Campbell talked about, which are those various lawsuits. Now, lawsuits are civil actions in nature. They're not criminal at all. But what they do is they give authorities some guidelines and guideposts with respect to alleged conduct that was engaged in, with regard to who it was engaged in, what activities there were, what it involved, and so that if there's an investigation can serve as a source of plentiful information. That information could be further investigated, right, by certainly this Homeland Security Agency, and as a result of that, they can work with their local law enforcement partners. What does that mean? It means that they, collectively, law enforcement, try to determine whether there's reason to believe that crimes were committed, and were those crimes carried out and associated in any way we don't know, with Sean Combs, and so that remains to be seen. But before authorities can get into the home or property of anyone,
This beautiful mansion. Lord have mercy, Sean. You just blew it. You fumbled the bag. Because of your tallywhacker. You fumbled that beautiful, Lord. It looked better than the White House. This is just one of his homes I'm looking at. You fumbled the doggone bag, man. Look at that. I didn't even know his home was just looking like this. Lord have mercy. It looked better than the White House.
You know the FBI very well. Under what circumstances would raids like these be conducted?
Well, this would require.
I swear to God, I need to go down to, I don't know which one. This is Los Angeles home. I'm gonna go down this house right here. I'm gonna take me so much blessed oil, and I'm gonna do like these doggone migrants. I'm just going up in Sean Diddy Combs, blessing all them walls, getting all them demons out, and I'm taking over. I'm going in. Who going with me? We got to take over this doggone mansion. We got to pray them demons out, though. No, Lord knows what happened up in there. Hopefully they ain't got no basements, because Lord, that's where they like to hide in the crevices of the dark. But this beautiful home right here, them migrants probably go take this over if they. Baby, this home is beautiful.
That evidence of a crime could be located in these residences, and then this third party, an independent judge, has to.
I hope you got some here in Texas, because I'm taking it over. I'm gonna give me a whole bunch of oil. Bless it up.
Large RV-looking vehicle there. This is the mobile command post that federal agencies will send whenever they're going to be somewhere.
How you fumble a bag like that over some
residents talk about very large estates? And so, as Joey was mentioning, something as simple as a thumb drive or anywhere where electronic media could be stored. If it's on that warrant, authorities can search that residence top to bottom, looking for any type of device, any type of storage mechanism that fits within the four corners of that search warrant. Now, again, I'll caution, we don't know specifically why they were there. It does tell us, I think, that just because you see that large posture of all of these federal vehicles that are there, including this mobile
all these lined streets with palm trees and lush green. This fool fumbled the biggest bag ever.
Along the lines of a search warrant, which falls in line with what HSI told us in that statement when they say law enforcement actions. That's something that we often hear from federal agencies.
Everybody don't deserve power.
Some type of search. Again, both of these
but a lot of people got it, and they crooked and wicked with it. Not a righteous judge in sight. Wait a minute. Question for the people coming in and the people going out and the people that soon to come and watch this video. Does he deserve to be a leader? This is a question. Because I hear black men are the leaders. No matter what. Does Sean Diddy Combs deserve to be a leader because he's a black man? Where's he going to lead you to? Straight to hell? You might get lucky if you go to hell. You go to Shield, that's the bottomless pit. What? He a man, right? This is for the people coming in, going out. Drop your comments below. Does he deserve to be a leader? Where has he led his young boys to? In handcuffs, all on the nightly news. That's where he led them young men to become delusional and sick right along with him. With sex trafficking rings, they running. He led them right into handcuffs. Oh, wait a minute. I know tomorrow we probably hear, where was they mamas at? Dead! He killed her. You don't remember that? Kim Porter? That's where the mama was at. So I don't want to hear about the mama. Where the mama? That's the mama.
Looking for, we're waiting for specifics on that as this search continues.
Just another black man down the drain. Don't make no. I'm just so pissed.
Entering Diddy's home. How unusual is that?
So it's not unusual. I mean, I think that what law enforcement does is certainly they want to be protective of themselves, potentially to deter any type of activity that could occur with criminal variety. Not that there would be any, but you never know.
And another question.
So
why all the black men who get up there get to a high pinnacle of success? What all these leaders? Because they say all black men is leaders. So why all these leaders get to this high pinnacle of success, and all of them is wicked, devious, and ruined? Why is that? Oh, it's their mama. I forgot. Let's continue.
They are armed, not only armed literally, but armed with respect to a warrant. That would suggest that they have reason to be there, that there's criminality that would be afoot. Potentially, they go, law enforcement does, and they make sure that the area is secure such that they can get any information from that warrant so that they can continue to investigate. Very important to note, Wolf, that these are investigative stages. Warrants are typical in any type of investigation, right? This is the United States of America. Everyone has rights. But
you a lie.
Without establishing.
Everybody ain't got no rights, and this is not the United States. This is a corporation.
Now, law enforcement will evaluate whatever they find in connection with this search. And if that search bears fruit with respect to any potential criminality on any computer devices, any cell phone devices, any, thumb drives or anything else, then they will connect the dots. And if it's appropriate, they'll move to the next level. And that could lead to something more serious. Again, all speculation at this point, but we know now that they certainly had enough information to be in California and Miami. What stems from
more than enough information.
Like Joey Jackson, Josh Cameron.
Sean Diddy Combs is on the run. You know it's bad if you got to flee the doggone country. I thought it would get handled right here. Him go to court, just like they took Bill Cosby. Oh, wait. Shut up, man. I know I hear you already rumbling. They just taking all this, setting up all the black men. The black man ain't never had a chance. The black woman ain't never had a chance either. So shut it up. These black men get up into these doggone corporations and think they can do what these other people do. And they do it, and they get all the rope they like. They just keep giving them rope. Smooth rope to hang themselves. And they hang themselves. Y'all need to realize this. All of that ain't a psyop. These men hung themselves. Diddy did it. He all on tape. He wouldn't be running. Why would he be running if he's innocent? No, wasn't he just, I'm still standing better than that? Wasn't he doing all that? Boasting? Pride before the fall. Pride before the doggone fall. Well, we gonna keep tuned to this one, because this is another O.J. Simpson, but he done took to the air. Diddy is on the run, and he done took his private jet to the air. So we got to text this. Stay tuned for this one. He done led his children to the jailhouse. Both them boys in handcuffs. All on national news. Oh, I want to hear a target individual. This just big street. No, baby, this ain't no big street data. This nigga did it. And he done ruined everything around him. He is not like what is it? Who was the king with the golden touch? Midas. He ain't got the golden touch. He got the sloppy, slap it, nap it touch. Everything he touched turned to dust. Because he's an ultimate dust. I'm so disappointed in Diddy. Disappointed. All black men aren't leaders. And all of them don't deserve the cootie cat. That's why you got them out here thinking they all of that and they deserve a woman to be in the kitchen cooking them some victuals. No, Dusty. All Dusties don't deserve no woman, and all women don't deserve no king. Y'all better get it together. Stop all this foolishness and these lies y'all telling people. Having them live in a delusional world. Let me calm myself down. This is going to be a roller coaster. We're going to stay tuned to it. Y'all have a good evening. I'm out, and much love.